Hello and welcome back to Alpha Seduction Systems. I'm your host, Jack McLean, the greatest English PUA in the world. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you the fundamentals of perhaps one of my favourite and a lot of PUA's favourite subjects, night game. Yes, night game. That's why I'm dressed the way I am. It's night time, out tonight, and I thought, what better time to discuss night game? Of course, you're probably thinking, well, night game, what's the point? We're in the midst of the coronavirus, so of course there isn't going to be any night game, not for the foreseeable future, not for a long time. However, it's still good, especially now, to brush up on your knowledge of night game. Get prepared for, when the lockdown's over, because I'll tell you what, those bars and clubs are gonna be busy and the girls are gonna be hungry and they're gonna be looking for guys just like you. So, what is night game? Well, of course, most of you probably know, or by what I've just said, probably would guess. Night game is approaching, attracting, and seducing women during the night at places such as nightclubs, bars, casinos, house parties, weddings, these sorts of places. Social sort of nighttime social interacting places, of course. So, night game. Well, how do I undertake night game? Well, night game, first of all, you want to think about the logistics, okay? So you want to immediately, the first thing you want to do before heading out on your night out to get girls, before anything, is you want to prepare your extraction location, okay? Now, that location is, of course, your house, your flat, wherever that may be. If it's your mum's house, that's your location where you're going to be bringing back the women that you pull on that night out, okay? So, wherever it is, you want to prepare it. Make sure it's best as possible can be prepared. I mean, if you don't have an extraction location, well, basically you're just going out to get numbers and you're not really going to pull, because I've done it before. Of course, I've pulled girls and banged them in an alleyway, or you can take them into a park and bang them there. But really, you want to have a nice location where you can bring them back, so you can have a nice romantic evening and wake up the next day and enjoy with your time with them, So you want to prepare your location. Make sure your room, for example, is clean and tidy. Nothing worse than getting back home and, you've done all this hard work, it's gone great. You get this hot, super hot, buff fucking supermodel with double D tits and, your groins are aching and you're ready to go. You bring her back in your house and there's cat shit all over the floor. The bed's not made. You've got dirty plates all over the kitchen. The place is a mess. And she takes one walk in and then she says, her phone says our friends called her, she's got to go for some emergency. Basically, she's just saying, what the fuck, you loser, I'm not spending the night in this place here. So, make sure your extraction location is prepared beforehand. Next, of course, you want to determine where you're going to go. So, it could be anywhere, but you want to make sure the place that you're going to be going on your night out is going to suit you. So, for example, if you're into house music, you want to go to a nice nightclub like Amica, or I don't know, somewhere in Vauxhall, and wherever it may be, somewhere that plays your type of music, so you can have the best time possible. Because, if you're in a good vibe, you're going to give off a good vibe and you're going to attract good vibes. So make sure, you have a plan, you're going out somewhere that you're going to enjoy. Also, how much money have you got? Am I going to have enough money to get in the club? Enough money to buy a few drinks or whatever, Just have it all planned out so that when you get there, everything's all good. So, obviously, your group of friends, who are you going with? You don't want to be going along with a bunch of fucking losers who are just going to put off girls, you know? You want to go with a wingman, okay? So, I'll discuss in a later video, obviously, about wingmen, but a wingman is somebody who's on your PUA level, someone who's going to help you to get women, okay? So, you want somebody there who knows about game, who can wing you. So there's certain routines that you will do where your wingman will be involved, okay, in those routines and techniques. So even better is a wing woman, okay, because women are more attracted to guys who have women already, okay? That's a fact. That's a whole other subject in itself, but women will be attracted to you if you have women around you. So that's another thing. When you get to the club, you know, try and bring some girls with you if you can, you know, or on your way to the club. Make some friends on the street with a group of girls and, you know, go in there with them. So at the beginning, all the time, when I even get in the club or before I get in the club, I make friends with a few girls. If I haven't got girls that are coming along with me already, then I'm making friends with a few girls before the club, and I'm lying to them. I'm being non-threatening. I'm friend zoning myself with them immediately. For example, I'll tell them about a girlfriend story. I not have a girlfriend, but I'm gonna say, oh, my girlfriend recommended this club. She's not here tonight, but I thought, you know, I'll give it a try. That immediately is gonna put them at ease. Okay, so you're now non-threatening, and they'll make friends with you, and then you can, you know, go in there. Whatever, okay? So now you've got a group of girls with you. You're pre-qualified to other women now. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind when going in there, okay? Next of all, your style, peacocking. Hence why I'm dressed the way I am. When I go out to a nightclub, it is always important. It's important for a PUA anyway, during day game or night game, yeah, to peacock, okay, especially in night game, okay. What is peacocking? Well, peacocking is the theory of dressing flamboyantly to express more of an alpha male suave about yourself, you know, because true alpha males, just like a peacock, how, you know, a peacock walks into the room and he swaggers, he has bright feathers. These things attract women because no beta male, you know, you just go into a club and all these men, they're wearing the same old Ralph Lauren polo neck shirt, and okay, sure, they might have paid 50 quid, £100 for that Ralph Lauren top, but anyone would wear that, you know. Be brave, be bold. Make a statement, show your personality. Of course, peacocking's not for everybody. Some people won't generally fit that style. That's not their style. So you have to be true to yourself, okay? But it's always good to do something, wear something of some kind of flamboyance, okay? That's another thing. For example, you could wear a watch, okay? A fake Rolex. That I always do that, okay? I always wear a fake Rolex, okay? I can put a link down in the description below where you can buy fake Rolex. It's for under about £100. Under £100, you can get a fake Rolex. Girls, they won't know the difference. They won't have a clue whether it's real or not. When they're pissed out their face at the bar, they're going to see one look at it, what this Rolex on your arm, and they're going to come running. So, you know, wear a fake Rolex, because they will not know the difference, okay? And yeah, that's a very good tactic to use. Wear a nice shirt, jewelry, if you like jewelry, perhaps sunglasses. Myself, I wear sunglasses when I'm out at night. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. You know, so wear your sunglasses at night. Where this can also be a tactic, because girls, they'll actually come up to you and they might take your sunglasses and or you can take them and put them on the girl, and that can be a way to lock the girl in set, if you will. So, okay, anyway, so you've entered the club now. What mistake do most guys make when they're entering any venue? Immediately give away. What do? They look around, they're at the bar drinking, they're looking desperately like hungry niggas, you know, they're there, they've got their drink and they're looking, ooh, look at her, you know, looking around, fucking eyes all over the place, looking at women, okay? And sure, the girls that they're looking at may not notice, but there's going to be tons of other girls in that venue who are now going to see you fucking creepy losers looking at all the girls. They're going to know immediately what you're about. You're there because you're trying to get women, you know. So, literally, when you get into the club, do not even fucking look at a single girl, okay? Focus on your group, who you're with. Talk to your friends. Have fun, you know. Catch up, because you're there ultimately to have a good time, okay? And that's what you're putting out, those good vibes. You're going to attract good vibes. So don't go in there, you know, looking desperate. Put your phones away, you know. It's 21st century, everyone, they're on their phone, you know, you're going to be on your phone all nervous. That just spells loser, because you're out meant to be having a good time, and what are you doing? You're on your fucking phone. I mean, this is not portraying the type of vibe that's going to immediately and maximally attract women towards you, okay? So don't look hungry, don't look like a loser, have fun, okay? Smile, you know, big smile when you're in there, you know? Smile, don't be looking all moody. You see these niggas in the club sometimes, they'll be, you know, they'll be standing in the corners of the room just sort of like this, listening to the R&B, sort of like this in the corner. And, you know, I think to myself, well, they're hopeless. I mean, sure, they might get a couple of girls might come up and dance and grind upon them, you know. Maybe the big hench one might get a girl or whatever. But, you know, I guarantee that if that big hench one, you know, went into the centre of the dance floor and was actually dancing, having a good time, he would pull 5 times as many. So, you know, have fun. When you're in the club, okay, establish a base in the club. So find somewhere. I always, if I'm going to a nightclub, you know, I'll always book a table, okay? So book a table, make sure you have one pre-booked, okay? Preferably in the center of the club so that all eyes can be on you. If you're away off in the corner somewhere, that's not a good base, because you're out of view, you're not real alpha, you know. Remember, we are alpha males. We're in the center of attention. So we're going to be in the center of the club. That's where our base is going to be. If you're at a bar, try and stand in the middle of the bar, you know, not off in the corner of the bar. Of course, it might be, some people might think, oh, the corner of the bar is better because it's easier to get there and have drinks and everything. But the majority, what you really want to be is in the center. So establish a base. If you can, book a table. So when you transition and you've attracted some women, you can now seduce them back at your base, okay? At your bar. And also having a base, it means you're not just wandering around about the club sort of aimlessly all night. You've actually got somewhere you can go back and talk to your friends, or bring girls back to, and, you know, have some drinks or whatever. Okay. So what are we going to do? How are we going to approach women when we're in the clubs and in these night game situations? Well, it's a lot different than day game, okay? In day game, I advocate the direct approach. I say, you know, go straight up to a girl and tell her how you feel, you know, let her know. Be bold, be confident, have charisma, and just go straight up to them and say, hey, you know, you're gorgeous, what's your name, so on and so forth. But in night game, it's a little different, because remember, in night game, every single girl, they know what guys are about. They know why most guys have come out there, and it's to hit on them, okay? So that beautiful, gorgeous girl, I guarantee she's probably had about 10, 20, 30 odd guys already come up to her and try and hit on her. So she's going to be getting pretty bored if you're directly going up to her and say, hey, you're beautiful, like some fucking creep loser. She's going to think, no, get lost, he's a drunk guy, fuck off. She's probably not going to be interested. It's going to be a lot harder anyway doing that, okay? So I always advocate using non-verbal communication when you're at the bar or the club, okay? And what this means is, say, for example, I'm at the bar, right? I'm having my drink, my iced tea. I see a girl over the way there. I might make a bit of eye contact with her. You know, I'm having a good time with my friends. I'm not looking around girls, but if I look and I see a girl, I'm going to go, you know, I might raise my drink, give a little wink, you know? Or if I'm dancing, I might go like that to girls, you know? Or just make eye contact and smile, a little nod over the bar. Now, if she sees that, she could do one of two things, okay? She can either look away like, oh, fucking creep, loser, you know, and then you know, okay, she's not worth approaching, or she might smile, giggle back, okay? Now, you can keep that up a bit more, you know, you can have your little thing going on, or now, if she's done that, now you can immediately make your move, because it's much safer now now you know that she's happy and you've been doing some non-verbal communication with her and she's smiling back, raising her drinks back. You know, there could be a group of them and you go, hey, you know, like this, raise the drink over her and they'll be like, hey, yeah, you know. And then, oh, you know, so you've, that's basically your approach, because now they're going to be like, yeah, now you can go over there happily and you know they're going to be comfortable and receptive with you. Whereas if you went, hey, and everyone sort of looked away, oh, this fucking loser, then you know, of course, I'm not going to go and approach now. Because the problem is, if you do an approach, yeah, at night, at the bar, whatever, and you're rejected, shot down, all the girls in that vicinity have now seen that. And it's now lowered your value to them. Because they're going to be like, okay, well, this guy's just got rejected by those girls, and now he's going to come to me like I'm second best, and he thinks I'm going to fucking give him the time of day. No. So that's the way you got to think of it, okay? Just like I discussed before about approach anxiety and why we have it, because, of course, in ancient situations, in ancient civilizations, you know, you're in a tribe, you now get rejected by one of the group, all the other girls laugh at you, and now, you know, your seed has been eliminated, you know, out the gene pool. So that will happen. Girls will make a estimation of you by what other girls think of you, and that's why it's important to have girls around you, okay? So that's the way I always advocate doing your approaches. Of course, you can be bold and brazen, and this can work too, especially in a really big nightclub where it's really busy. You can use what's called the shotgun method. And I would actually advocate this. If you're in a massive, huge nightclub, I would advocate the shotgun method. And that is literally where you approach every single girl. Boom, boom, boom. Literally as many as you can. You go in there from the get-go. You go, right, I've got 3 hours in this place. You just hit on every single bird, direct or what. You don't have to be so direct when you approach. There are loads of approaches I'll go into at a later time. But you just literally approach every single girl, okay? And it doesn't matter, because the club's so big that, so what if you don't see it, you know, this is like almost like day game. It doesn't matter, you just keep approaching, okay? So that's what you can do. So we've established our approaching methods we're going to use. So we're in set now. You always, in a night game situations, you want to be very high energy, okay? Because at the end of the day, girls, they've come there to the club to have fun. So that's what you want to project. You are the fun guy, the fun alpha male. Of course, you're alpha male, so we want to maintain that alpha frame, okay? But we want to be playful. We want to be a bit cocky, but cocky funny, you know, not like a fucking dickhead, but you know, you want to have some fun, you know, use what's called negs, okay? So what a neg is, the hotter the girl, the harder neg you can use. So you can say to a girl, for example, oh, I like those nails. Are they real? She'll go, oh no, I got them done yesterday. Oh, fair one. They're still all right. So you're sort of doing a playful negative comment, if you get what I'm saying, okay? More about negs on another video. There's tons of negs. You can look it up, negs, okay? But these are sort of like a compliment, but not a compliment, okay? Which is gonna raise your value in comparison to hers, because that's always the most important thing here, especially in the night game situation, is that you want high value, you want to raise your social status. So that's why it's good to be in the center of a club, have girls around you, have your friends around you, having fun, okay? So, of course, even if you're there on your own, you want to make friends with people to raise your status, so to say. So that's another thing will lead me on to, you want to demonstrate high value, DHBs. Now, there are many DHV routines you can use, and I'm not really going to tell you how to use them here, but I will do on a later videos. I will give you some of my DHVs that I use, okay? One of them is the cube. Now, this is like almost like a mind reading tactic. Literally, you read their mind, okay? I can teach you guys how to do this. You can read anyone's mind and tell them their personality. This works especially well when you're outside in the smoking area talking to a girls, okay? They're drunk, easy to manipulate. You do this cube routine, and I'll tell you what, they'll be like, oh my god, he's a psychic, or he's a fucking genius, how did he know that? You know, and it's really good because you're holding their hand, you're bringing into, and that's a demonstration of high value. It's showing immediately that, you know, you're doing something that's cool, that's fun, that's a bit quirky, a bit different, and you're going to give them a really good experience. And there's other card tricks you can use. Okay, I always carry a pack of cards with me when I'm in the club, because there's a card trick which I will teach you on a later video how to do it, where literally you can guess their card, yeah, and you can use your wingman for it as well if you have one, or you can do it slightly by the way that he shuffles the cards and everything, and you can guess what card they just saw, and they're like, oh my god, this guy's actually read my mind, this is fucked up, you know, and it creates a real, it's a real big DHV, demonstration of high value, because now they think that you're fucking David fucking Blaine, and they just want to fucking suck your dick all night. So this one really works well, and I'll teach you that in another video. Storytelling, you want to tell some stories, some cool stories. You want your wingman to come over to you, and perhaps he could say some cool stuff about you when he comes over to demonstrate you some high value or whatever. There's loads of things which we'll not go too much into now, but basically we will do. And when you're in set, you know, you're having fun and you're going to use these DHVs, okay, to build attraction and build comfort with the woman, okay? You want to use a lot of Keno. Keno is the art of touch. I'll be doing videos solely on this Keno and different ways in which you can use it, okay? But you want to touch. So, for example, to gauge how receptive they are to you sexually, you may just at the beginning, say you're sitting next to them, you may just press your leg against theirs, just gently, see how they react. Do they pull their leg away? Okay, cool, I'm gonna leave it, maybe go back later when we've built some more comfort, okay? Or if she leaves it there, you can now escalate the Keno, okay? Or you want to use light touches to the hand, so you could touch the hand while you're talking. Did you see that show the other day? Oh, Love Island. Oh my God, that was crazy. Just resting your hand there, take it away. Okay, keep doing that. Notice how she touches you, okay? A girl will never touch a man who she's not sexually attracted to. It doesn't mean that if a girl touches you, she wants to fuck you or anything, But it just means if she is comfortable with you, as in she thinks you're an attractive male, she will be comfortable to touch you, okay? So that's a good way. If she touches you in any way, touches your shoulder while she's talking to you, or touches your leg, where like touches your leg, that's a good IOI, indication of interest. So you can now do more kino and escalate that. So you want to escalate the kino to become more and more. So the more touching you're going to do, you're going to build it up slowly until eventually, hopefully, you're going to go into the kiss and you're going to be making out with them, okay? Of course, using lots of lots of fun routines, which we'll talk about at other times. So we've done all this, and now comes the point where we've got a girl now, and we're having fun, and I've kissed her, everything's going well. So this is the point where most guys will slip up, okay? Because in night game, when you get a number, oftentimes the girl's going to be drunk, and if you try to call them the next day or ring them or text them, whatever, generally your flake rate is going to be even more so than in the day game situations, okay? Because they're going to have been drunk, they might not remember you, or they remember you and was like, oh, I was really drunk, I don't feel comfortable, you know, or they're going to hardly remember what happened, so they're not going to feel comfortable enough to talk to you. Not always, but a lot of the time. So really, in night game, you want to pull that girl there and then and take her home that night, which leads me on to why you had your extraction location. So, you know, you've approached, you've attracted, you've seduced. Now's your time to extract, which leads me on to a method I call stealth extraction. Now, this method was actually taught to me by the second best English PUA in the world. I'll put a link down below to his Instagram where you can check him out, and his YouTube channel as well. He's a great PUA, second best in England only to myself. Richard Ruiana, also known as Gambler. Okay, now he taught me this this method personally to me himself. He taught it to me, but I was the one who actually mastered it, okay? And I showed him more about it, how to use it more effectively in the field. And I'll be doing a lot of in-field videos showing how to do this, okay? So Gambler, he's a good friend of mine. You can message him. So anyway, stealth extraction. Oftentimes when we get a girl and now we want to bring her home, a lot of times they won't feel comfortable coming home with you. They'll think, oh, I don't know, I've just met this guy, what are my friends going to think of me? You know, what's going to happen if I bring him back home? If I go home with him, you know, so they might be a bit iffy. So what you want to do is you want to avoid what I call trigger words, okay? Now, trigger words are where you say things like, come back to mine, come back to my place. Oh, yeah, you should come home with me. You know, these words, these trigger words are literally going to be like a turn off, because sure, they like you and want to fuck you, but just the thought of that is going to put them off. Because you see girls, they're emotional. They just want everything to be like, oh, it all just happened, okay? So what you want to do is you want to say house party. So you want to put this idea in their mind of this house party. So what you're doing is you're going to be making them agree to come home with you without them even really knowing that it happened, okay? So you want to be sowing the seeds for this house party from quite early on, okay? So when you're talking to them, you want to mention this so-called house party, and you want to say things to her like, oh, you know, it's funny, I come here because I just live about 20 minutes away, and we decided we're gonna have a house party tonight. We normally do them every other weekend, have these mad, crazy house parties. It's crazy. You like having fun, don't you? Of course, she's going to agree. She's a party girl out clubbing. She'll be like, oh, yeah, jokes. And then you're going to say, yeah, because, I mean, yeah, you should come. These house parties are crazy. You know, I've got my mate. He's a DJ. He comes there. You know, just feed them all this bullshit of this house party, yeah? We'll come on to the reasons why later. But you want to start sowing the seeds to this. So, you want her to agree to come to this house party, okay? From earlier on. Now, at the end, when you're doing your extraction, okay? At the end, you might say to her, oh yeah, your friends, they want to come as well. They can come, blah, blah, blah. Now, make sure you've made friends with the whole group, okay? Anyway, so at the end, you want to rush them. Oh, do you want to finish your drinks first? Do you want to get your coats from the coat room? So be basically making them say yes against their will, or if you like, almost. But yeah, so be like, yeah, you know, come on, let's finish your drinks, let's go, let's head going. Now, at the end, she's going to be like, oh, hold on, just met this guy and we're going to this house party. So, you know, as you're leaving the club, the venue, she may be thinking, oh, hold on, what's going on here? I'm drunk, I'm going home with this guy to this house party. So now what you want to do, you want to get your phone out. Fake phone call. All right, I'm just going. My mate's Jim's on the phone calling. You know, remember Jim, the DJ I told you about earlier? Yeah, he's just ringing. Oh, mate, all right, mate, Jim. Oh yeah. So you're coming to the party tonight, right? Yeah. Cause I'm just leaving a club now with a couple of friends and that. Yeah. Who you with? Oh, Emma Marie. Yeah. Remember, make sure there's some girls in there, okay? Emma Marie. Oh, wicked. Oh, what? You're bringing, what's his name with you? Oh, that crazy nutter. What? The one who's always carries the iguana on his shoulder. Fuck off. Only if she likes reptiles. So find something out that she likes early in the night and put this into your phone call, okay? Oh my God, fuck off. He's got his iguana. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you DJ with that. Oh, you put it on the decks. Remember when you span him on the decks last time? Oh, yeah. All right, sick. Yeah, come down in a bit. Yeah, yeah. Bring a bottle of Moe. Yeah, that's cool. All right, sick. I'll see you in a bit. See you in about half hour. Cool, bro. Bye. Phone down. So now she's thinking, oh, this party's really happening. Sounds cool. There's something that I like there. You know, you slip that in. She's subconsciously going to be thinking, oh, this is wicked. Okay, so anyway, you're going to get in a car. You get back to your place, okay, your extraction location. You make sure it's all nice and clean, as best as possible. You've got your Barry White on the CD ready. You've got some drinks in the fridge. You know, everything's prepared. Now, she may get back there. Now, it's just you and her, or... You know, it's just, she might have some friends there as well. But now she's thinking, oh, hold on a minute. What about this house party? And then, so now you got next call. Oh, wait a minute. It's John ringing again. All right, mate. Oh, what happened? Your car crashed. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's gutted, man. No worries, bro. I'll see you next time, yeah? All right, safe. Phone down, whatever the excuse, they're not coming anymore. It's just you guys. But it doesn't matter, because now she's happy, she's comfortable. She went there without any feelings of guilt from the club to your place, you know, happy. And now you guys are there and you can have fun, and that's what matters, okay? You know, you've already made out of her, you know, so you get some drinks, crack the Barry White on, and now you can just party yourselves, okay? So... that's the basic lowdowns of it. I'll be doing some more videos where I'll show in field footage of this, because it works literally every time, guys. When you do it properly, that was only just a basic rundown, but when you do the stealth extraction properly, literally it works every time. You can ask Richard Ruiana, Gambler, about me and about how I do it, and he'll tell you. You know, we've been in London and I've done it and taken girls back to these penthouse suites, and literally we smash it. So it works 100% of the time, every time, okay? So anyway, guys, that is the basics, fundamentals of night game. I've just touched on most of the subjects involved in night game. Of course, there will be many more videos to come. As always, guys, please click like, subscribe if you want more alpha male knowledge. Even hit the notifications bell down there so you don't miss any new content coming out. There's new videos every week. So anyway, guys, have a good night.